great. We are live.
Yay!
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Facebook Live for the Flavor Company Dance. I'm Belle.
And I'm Lise. And I'm checking to see if I can watch you guys on one device and talk to another device and talk to Belle and,
She's going to try to do a lot of stuff at the same time. So that way I can start yapping away. So sit back, relax. We're going live because today we are going to talk about what to do with your hair.
Yay.
Can't go to the hairdresser and you can't do certain things. And it's all working out because tomorrow we're celebrating Lisa's birthday. And we are going to be doing Afro-Latin, soca, calypso kind of music. And we thought, hey, we could do a Facebook Live to show you what kind of pretty head wraps you can adorn your hair with, since we can't go to the beauty parlor. So that's kind of our plan today. So sit back, get your Starbucks, your coffee, glass of wine. No judgment.
Yeah.
And we're going to get started. So what we plan to do, and Lisa's going to keep an eye on, see if anybody's got some comments, questions. So we're going to go real chill, guys. We're just going to be very relaxed. So we're going to show you, between the two of us, we're going to show you different ways that you can use some of your scarves, bandanas, piece of fabric, a skirt, all kinds of things that you can put on your head. We're going to start first with, we're first going to start with these beautiful little bandanas right here. You know, these are like the little kerchiefs, you know, where you can fold up. And, you know, you see sometimes the ads, you know, you can kind of wrap it around your neck, that kind of thing. I don't usually put anything around my neck, but I do use it to wrap my hair. So what's nice about these is these are nice, small, convenient, inexpensive. I got this one at Target. Look how pretty those polka dots are. And one of the things I wanted to point out, these little things here are a little annoying. So I just make sure that I snip it off. That way I don't have to worry about that. So I just wanted to show you, because sometimes I've had my friends go, well, what do you do with that tag? It's in my face. Well, snip it off. And that's what I'm going to do here for these two. Okay. So I am going to show you two ways to use these for a really pretty head wrap. And I'm going to use two different colors so you can kind of see it, but you can actually use two of the same if you don't want to have a mixture of colors. But for our instructional purposes, that way you can see which one is which, right?
So and a question here, Belle. So if somebody has, like the most basic handkerchief thing, like how I'm trying to see about like how wide is the minimum you're needing?
It's about, you can use a regular bandana.
Okay, so like if this like just for reference, like this is about as wide as a little wider than my shoulder, should be okay.
Yeah, it should be perfect. That's a good question. Yeah. Okay. So a regular bandana, the ones that Lise has right there, those are perfect. Get them for $1 something, like Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Target. They're all out right now, so you you can't find those. Okay, so most of us know we can move it into, like, put it into a little triangle, and we can see if I can do this. This is our first like how-to video, so bear with us. That's why I said we're gonna be very relaxed about this. So most of us know, we can wrap it this way and tie it back here, and that already looks super cute. That's one way. The other way is you can take the bigger part, come from behind, and wrap it up this way. And this is what I'm going to actually, so this is a very easy way to do it. And I just tuck in that little tail right through there. And this is a little bit like in the 50s, this was a big popular look, 40s and 50s, and just kind of.
This is the Rosie the Riveter look, right?
Kind of the Rosie the Riveter look. So you're, so Lisa's, oh, there she goes. Yeah. So she's got more hair than me, so she's got to like finagle it a little bit more than me.
Yes, I have to kind of stuff things.
So sometimes this little tail is too short. So what I do, I kind of just put it in as close as I can get, and I use a little bobby pin. to hold it there, because sometimes it's a little too short. That's it. And then I have a cute little,
Yes, and in my case, you could either have your hair sticking
yeah,
out
you
the
can
side.
have your hair out like that. Okay. So this is probably one of the simplest ways you could do a little head wrap like right away if you are having challenges with your hair, or you just, and you notice what I do here. I see it got the little, see how I got the little pointy things right there? Now you could leave it like that, you know, but I kind of tuck it in a little bit. I just kind of fold it in. And you could wear it up a little bit higher the way Lise has it, or kind of where I have it. And again, you can plop a little flower in it, you know, right, right to the side here, you know, something like that. And you got yourself a cute little accent, you know. Maybe that the flower might be too big. You can always use a smaller flower. Lisa's wearing a little smaller flower, so that looks super cute too.
Right? Or a flatter. I mean, this one's bigger, but
Yeah.
flatter.
Yeah. So, if, oh yeah, I
Okay.
have that same one. Lisa and I, since our shows, we kind of twinsies
Yep.
sometimes with our flower. So yeah, you could, yeah, that's perfect, Lisa. That actually matches your outfit really cute. So taking a simple t-shirt, and again, see, this is the flatter one, you know, and of course I sometimes wear it up a little bit higher, but there's nothing to say you can't wear it lower, you know, so you wear it wherever you're feeling that day. So this is probably the simplest one you can recreate, tying it up that way. See, that's really cute. And sometimes Lise comes like that to rehearsal, you know, she's ready to,
When you're gonna sweat a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, because we sweat a lot. Now, I'm going to show you now how to use both of them. Okay, so there goes my hair. I'm going to take this little clip off. So we are going to start with this way, like what we would normally do, right? We would kind of do a tie it up this way. Okay, so you know our normal, our common way that we kind of wear our bandanas. So that you kind of start there, and you could do whatever, you can have it up a little bit higher, bring your hair out in the front. I mean, really, it's however you feel, that day. You can have it over the ears, or you can have it behind the ears. I mean, there's no right or wrong. It's really what feels best, most comfortable to you. Now, for this one, I tend to keep it a little bit like right over my ears, a little bit like this, because when I add the second bandana or little smaller scarf, now, like I said, you can do it with the same two if you want to keep that consistency of color. But so that you can see how it's applied, I wanted to do the separate. Now, this one, I'm going to come up with it the other way that I did earlier. And I'm going to tie it up just a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm going to tie it up just a little bit higher because I already have this one underneath. Now, Lise has one that is a little bit of a bigger scarf. It's a little silkier, but you can now, you notice you have a little bit of that layered look here. And it's actually when I go to the grocery store sometimes the ladies ask me, where I get it. I tell them, I says, just two bandanas or two of the smaller like neck scarf. See, that's cute. So there she has a regular bandana, but if she had like a different scarf on, you could see how cute that looks. And hers is that top one is a little bit longer. So of course it has a little bit more of a bow there. Mine is more like, yes, a little sticking out again. Again, you can add a flower if you like, or you're super okay right there. I didn't bring with me, but sometimes I even do this. And then I have like one of those thin little, kind of like belts. You know how some dresses come with those small little belts, and
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
I take that narrow little belt, and I just tie it over here, and then I tie a little bow down there. I personally get very creative with my scarves. I do love to wear stuff in my hair. I do enjoy that very much. And I find different ways to be creative, and important thing for it to be comfortable. Now, my hair is fine. So sometimes, if I feel like it's not going to stay on, I do use some little clips, and I'll show you that when we get to maybe a bigger piece of fabric. So those are two ways right away. You can take some of your bandanas and do that. You can also, let's say you have this one already set up. You can take your bandana, your other one, your little scarf, and you can kind of fold it. I'll show you, fold it. So it kind of looks like that. See, almost looks like a, and I can either go this way. I can wrap it this way. So now I have two. See, and so that's why I want to show you the contrast so you can see the different sizes. So now I have two here going on, right? And what I always like doing when I do them this way, yeah, that's great, Lise. See how pretty that is. So you can tie a smaller one, right? Or you could take the other one and fold it up. And what I sometimes do when I do it this way, when I wear my hair this way, is I will put my flower down here to the side. And I will turn here so you guys can see. So again, it does not have to be a big flower. I should have brought some smaller flowers, but I'm a big flower girl. So so you can just have one like right there on the side. So you'll notice like Lisa's tying it up. Hers is a little
This
bit
one's a
longer.
super long kind of
Yeah.
scarf, so it
She
happens
can
to fit around my head.
bring it. So that noise you hear is that they're fixing Lisa's washer.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry about that, but
And the termites out to,
she's got to have a washer. You can't
my
just,
house falling down.
yeah. So you see, there you can do it that way, and that is super cute.
And then I could find a very large one to go with this.
Oh yeah, you could get very dramatic.
Smaller things. Let's see. Yellow, white. Oh, I can just do a little plumeria here.
Yeah. Oh, that's super cute. Yeah, I like that. That's super cute. So that's just using those two small scarves. You can get several looks out of that, and just as you had thought, you could, like most of you already know, could just take it and make it a headband, right? We all know that. That's kind of our go-to. We can just do a headband. So what's wonderful about these small scarves, obviously, besides being able to wear them around your neck, wear them as a simple kerchief, you can get very, very, very creative with them. You can end up using, two or three of them to create a very pretty head wrap on the top. Any questions? Any friends on yet?
Not that I see, but I could be, looking in the wrong place too.
Yeah. So that's using these small ones. Okay. And that's what's so nice about this size. Now, I personally like more of the woven kind of cottony feel scarves. And it's mainly because I have very fine baby hair. And so when I use the silkier types that are so pretty, they tend to slip off. But I found a solution for that. They might not slip off at least as much. She has thicker hair, so it might stay on a little bit better. But I did find a great solution. And I think I want to show you that because I have had friends tell me, well, my hair is so baby fine, everything just slips off. And I think you've heard that too, right, Lise?
Oh yeah, and I have this one's really silky slippery. And so this one does, even with thick hair, this one does.
Oh, it does fall off on you too?
Yeah, I have to pin it in a lot.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm glad I'm not the only one with my little baby hair. I love my baby hair. Don't get me wrong. Love me. I'm adorable. I admit that. But I do have baby hair. Yes. And you out there, you should love yourself too and tell yourself you are adorable. Just the way you are.
Right.
Just the way you are. But what I found is this is super neat. So this is one of those workout headbands, you know, like at Target or Walmart. I'm really pumping Target. I mean, like this whole thing. Like I just talk about Target almost every day for some reason. I love my Target. Anyway, this is nice and stretchy, and I just get the black. And what this does is I put it on, and it really I found that it really helps me wear those those silky prints because you can see how
Yeah, that
shiny.
one's very shiny.
He's so shiny. And so I'm going to show you that next. Let's show them that one next, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to
I'm
go.
gonna do without the little headband because I don't have the headband, but I'm
Okay,
gonna
great.
use
But but
bobby
but
clips, bobby pins.
but Lisa will show you how to pin it, and I'll show it to you this way, and that way, Lisa, you can grab some of these when you're out and about, and you can put them
Never,
on.
I don't go out anymore.
Oh, that's
Nobody
right.
goes out anymore.
Right.
I'll order some online.
That's right. We can order some online. So you know how you put them on, right? You put them on like you're gonna go work out, right? So you usually can either put them on like this when you work out, or you can put them on. So it doesn't matter, but you got them on. You got them on, right? So that's great. So what that has helped me with is that it gives it a little bit of a grip. So when I put my wrap on, makes it so much easier. So let's talk about the silky ones. I happen to have kind of more of an oblong, like, you know, a rectangular one. Lise, what's yours like? Is yours more?
Well, I've got a silky rectangular,
Uh-huh.
or so I've got a silky rectangular, or I've got a silky square.
Oh, okay. Either one will work. So with this one, what I tend to do is, depending on how wide it is, you guys can see this one. This one is a pretty, I also got this at Target. And you know where I got it? Over by the shower area where they have the shower caps. And
Oh, I was gonna say, so you're saying it's a shower curtain?
no, it's not a shower. When we get to the clothing part, that's why Lisa's not laughing too hard because she's like, Belle might try that.
Well,
No,
bring up
no,
just about anything and change it into
no,
whatever possible.
no. This was over by where they have like the scrunchies and the shower caps,
Oh, okay.
not downstairs in the shower stuff. So what I do with this one is I kind of fold it. Okay, couple ways you can wear it. Now I try not to use the edges together towards the front because I want kind of a smooth front. So you can do it this way.
Okay.
All right. And now, hey, guess what? You've got kind of like a little gypsy look going there. Okay, that's one way to wear it. Okay. Or you can twist it around and you do a little knot up here. And there you go. You got a nice little wrap going on right there. And because it was kind of wide, I kind of had enough to cover my head. So that's kind of another simple way with, and it adds lots of color and kind of a nice little fun style. So Lisa's has the little bit of more of a thin one. She
Yeah,
wrapped
so mine
around.
doesn't go as far back as you can see on
No,
this.
but it's okay. I mean, that still looks nice. So because it's silky, she's probably, she would pin it in to
Yes.
keep it from slipping off. But
Yeah,
I can feel mine right here because of that headband.
and in with my current hair, I'd probably pin my hair into. But
Mhm.
again, I did dream last night that I just buzzed it all off. So maybe
I
that will
did
be
too.
happening soon.
I did too. I had that dream that I just took a number 4 clipper and went, I'm done. I
Yes.
wear wraps all the time, so I'm all good with that.
Well, hey, we have a, so you know, Belle, we have a Sue who is my lovely stepmom, and we have Beata watching with us right now.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Thanks for joining us. We are just having some fun and doing some different things with our scarves since we can't get to the hair salon to get our hair did. And also we have our soca and African dance party on Friday. So trying to help us learn, some of us learn how to keep it all in there. So that's a very simple way to keep that on. And so for me, because of the silky, this little black like workout headband really helped keep it on. there is another way I'm going to show you, even with this silky. I'm going to go through this a couple of times with other fabrics and with actually beautiful African prints here to make bows. Now, I love bows. So some ladies will like tie it forward this way, wrap it around, bring it up, tie it, and very elegant, very sophisticated, very chic. I love to do bows. So this is where the two sides that come together, depending on how wide your fabric is or your scarf is, because sometimes I use straight fabric. I find a fabric I really love and I get it cut in a yard or two and I use it for a wrap. But that edge is the one, I'm going to find the middle of it. So I kind of fold it. See if you guys, yeah, I kind of fold it to kind of find the middle of it. And I hold it with my finger. And I'm going to come up from behind here. And now I'm bringing it up this way. Yeah, now I'm bringing it up.
Do this with a not a very cottony one, but it's a long, so I'm going to do the same.
So, but it's a woven one, right? So you want the edges that on the bottom, Lise.
Okay.
Yeah, the top, the smooth part that's folded. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's more like a woven fabric, right? And I love that. I have scarves I use that way too. I just love the feel of that.
Okay.
So I'm up here and I'm going to make a knot. I am going to make a knot. And I'm going to kind of make sure I adjust my knot here. All right. Okay. I'm going to make my knot right here. All right.
Okay.
So I have some of the fabric kind of sticking out here. Don't worry, we're going to fix that because this is a lot of fabric.
Oh, I picked a color that's like the same color as my hair, although my hair is not really olive green, but
just flipping it around like if I had long hair.
There we go, and we're done.
And we're done. No. So we have a nice knot here. Now, this is going to be a little challenging. What we want to do is we're going to do a bow. And I know you could just go and do a bow. I can show you that, but I'm going to show you a little bit more of a sophisticated way to make your bow. So I just I make this one silky. So I'm actually thinking, let me see if I can hold on to that. And I'm kind of see how I'm trying to create a bow right there. I'm trying to create a bow. And then I'm going to take that bottom one, wrap it around that first part of my bow, and then slip it through the center. And then I have my big bow right here. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Oh, this is great. So Lisa's has one with the fringe and I love that. So sometimes I don't feel that center knot too tight. So Lisa, what I do is I pull out again. I pull out again and retighten it again. You know what I mean? Until I kind of get it to a tension that I like for the knot. Yeah. Good job. And then pull the bow again. See how the knot's getting better?
Yeah.
And so that's how we first get kind of that feeling here. So it feels a little bit adjusted. And of course, this is easier in front of your mirror. You know, we're trying to do it in front of our computers. And it's a little bit harder, but we want to help you guys have a little fun. Grab a scarf, get your Starbucks, take a break. I'll wait for Lise.
Okay. I'm stopping here till next point in the tutorial.
Yeah, you're fine, Lise.
Okay.
Lisa and I are entertaining ourselves till our next dance class. So yeah, so this is great because Lise has a scarf that has fringes and a lot of us have that. So this is great. We'll work that out. So I'm kind of happy with that. And so now you can feel like you can see like the rest of my fabric is coming out from the top, not from the bottom, right? You can feel that just like Lisa's there. And what I want to do is kind of feel like the hollow part of my bow right there. And I'm going to stuff that in there to stuff it like a turkey. We're going to stuff our bow. Okay. There you go. I'm going to stuff that bow. And then, you know, I can kind of fold the fabric a little bit to give it a little bit of shape. Okay. And now you notice the other one is coming from underneath, right? The extra fabric. And I'm going to, again, try to get that shape, get inside my fabric where there's a little opening, right? And I'm going to slip that extra fabric in there. Oh, Lise, that's looking so gorgeous. I love plaid. I have a couple of scarves like that. I love that. And so what I'm doing here is I am fixing my bow, right? We fix each other's crowns, each other's bow. We support each other, lady. And look how cute that is, see? So what she did is because of the fringe, it doesn't matter because they got tucked in and they look super cute. Now, you got this little piece up here that might be sticking out a little weird. I just kind of fold it. See how I'm just folding it? Just folding it to kind of create a nice silhouette here from the side. And that's all I need to do there. Now, I like to secure my stuff. So let's see where my...
Belle, I have to interrupt and mention that Spencer is watching, and I believe that I do remember Spencer saying that he wanted one of these headdresses. So Spencer, you're going to have to rewind after all this and watch it from the beginning. And we will be
Spencer, I would love to see you. We could do like a Zoom to all three of us together, have a cocktail, have some Starbucks, and we'll go through it together.
Oh, that'd be so fun. That would be so fun.
I gave Spencer one of my favorite scarves at the last show we all did together. And so I'm happy to teach you how to put it on in different ways.
So Spencer, if you're not running a rehearsal of your own tomorrow night, that's Friday night, I expect you to be at the party celebration.
So right here, guys, so what I use sometimes, these little clips right here, bobby pins are good, but I can tell you honestly, in the past, it's torn some of my very pretty fabrics, and it's a real bummer. I find these a little bit less like jarring. It's more like just to hold it in. So like I want to keep my bow in a certain place. So you notice how I'm just going to slip that little clip in and clasp it there to kind of hold my bow, I think kind of where I want to. And depending on the fabric, the more voluminous, is that a word, Lise? Did I say that correctly?
Luminous, yes.
Luminous, yeah. if you hang around me for any kind of length of time,
some great idioms.
I come up with
English idioms, we're gonna call them. Hey,
yeah,
I think that's much better than I would do in Spanish. So
I just mess it up. But I just kind of clip it on. And so I just kind of make sure, I feel comfortable. It doesn't feel too heavy. I can set it back.
And how about if you have no hair? If you are bald or really are really
I would wear that headband.
Okay. Put the headband on.
There are some headbands they sell specifically for like wigs to not come off that are really great online. And if anyone's interested, if you PM us, I will send you the link for those.
We can put the link afterwards in this video.
Oh yeah, that's what we can do. Thanks, Lise. So we can definitely tell you. I haven't. When I finally buzz my hair off, I'll probably get one of those. But the little workout ones have been working for me very well to kind of keep it there.
But those are a little stickier, so they like more.
Yeah, they're more stickier, and the fabric really kind of grips to it. So at this point, you have yourself a really beautiful, beautiful bow. Some people go, well, is that just a cultural thing? Style is style. We borrow fashion from all over the world. And if you feel good in it, you wear it. You wear it and you enjoy it and you express yourself. It doesn't have to have any kind of significance. It could be just because it's pretty fabric, and there's nothing like putting pretty fabric for me personally on my head. I love wearing bright colors, very pretty textures, plaids. I find them very pretty, and at least wear them for Friday night since we're doing soca and Afro Latin at least wear it that night and see how fun it feels and how pretty it does. Now, of course, Lisa and I, we always like to take it a one step further because it's just not correct unless you plop on some kind of flower. Now, this was a little big, but I would, gosh, I should have brought a smaller one. But I sometimes, so your choices here, let me just demonstrate. You can either do one right in the middle and it's super dramatic. Great job, Lise. She got a little small one. You could do it in the middle. You can take it to the side or to the other
You
side.
want to be a little more subdued. You can go
Yeah,
with black.
like for me, this is perfect. I go to Costco like this. Not right now. I have not been to Costco in 6 weeks. Okay, see, that's great. So every time I wear my hair like this at Costco, people ask me where I'm going. I go to Costco because I just like that. I like wearing stuff. So this is how to do a bow with a silky fabric. And you know, Lisa's getting all happy over there. So she's got the
Oh
black
my
one.
goodness.
She's
God.
gonna add another
What
one.
else are you going to do when you're shut in your house and you're done with other work?
You can see like this color combo right here goes really nice with my embroidered sleeves, my little vintage top from Mexico, all embroidered, very beautiful. So there you go. I kind of did that. I didn't do that on purpose. It just kind of happened just now that I looked at it. But that is how to create these beautiful bows. Lisa and I, when we're together and we're just together, we've gotten lots and lots of compliments, and people have asked us, how do we recreate that? So she did it with a little bit of a thicker fabric. I did it with the like that silky fabric, very thin and stuff. So your bow ends up looking a little bit different, and that's quite okay. What you want to try to avoid, so that you, not that I have any issues with that, but if you don't want to look like you're 5, you know, notice both of our bows are slightly to the side, you know. Yeah.
Versus, or
Yeah, so like if you're like right here, you see how I see how it doesn't that look like Minnie Mouse right now with the polka dots? Yeah, it kind of looks like Minnie Mouse. I mean, I don't have anything against that. And when I'm feeling that, I'm gonna wear it that way. It's not gonna bother me. But I'm just saying, if you're looking at this and you're going, I don't want to look like Minnie Mouse, you can see here like this does kind of look like Minnie Mouse a little bit. But the fact that it kind of was off to the side a little bit kind of gives it a little bit more of a pizzazz, you know, a little more style there. And I just really have fun with that. I really have a lot of fun with that. Now, you may be thinking, we're going to do this with a different fabric, but I'm going to take this off because I want to show you these beautiful African print fabrics. The fabric is a lot thicker. It's very different. So from this silky fabric that I found in the like pins and shower cap area at Target, and I fell in love with the print. I just grabbed it. And then after I got it home, I said, "Oh, I hope it's not a shower cap."
like your napkins that you bought, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. I also use what are they called? Dinner napkins.
Yeah, cloth dinner napkins.
Yeah, cloth dinner napkins. I use that because sometimes those prints are so nice. Yeah. Don't laugh. Don't laugh until you try it. Because once you try it, you may go,
Only
Belle.
her sister gets to laugh at her, who was like, "Wait, why are you buying dinner napkins? You don't cook.
You were at Pier
You don't
1.
set
Yeah. Oh
table."
my gosh. Next one, I'll show you my cute dinner napkins that are not dinner napkins. But I was with my sister. That's one of my other stories. I was with my sister at Pier 1 because Pier 1 has such cute home stuff. And we were there, and I just fell in love with this print for these dinner napkins. And I went over there and grabbed 4. And my sister's hanging out with me. And she's like, "What the heck are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, aren't these so pretty?" She goes, "You don't even have a dining room table. What are you gonna, you don't even use it." I said, "No, that's for my hair." And my sister just shook her head, "Only you." And then the lady, when she was checking out, she goes, "Oh, these are gonna look so lovely with your table setting. They're gonna look nice on my head." That's what's gonna look good. Okay, so getting back at task at hand here. Now here's one. Oh, look at how beautiful that print is.
This one.
And then Lise has that beautiful. And we had the pleasure and the honor and the privilege to work with Spencer in one of Visionary's theater shows. I think a couple years now. Boy, time flies so fast. And it was such a highlight for our dance team. We had such a great time. And one of our numbers that we performed was an African number. And so all the girls had these beautiful wraps in their hair. We just had a great time. So in this one, I am not going to fold. Okay. You can, if you want to, you can fold it because this one is, and again, we can put links for where you can get some of these types of wraps. Okay. So far, the wraps that I've showed you earlier, you can buy them at Target. You can buy them Walmart because we worked with the bandanas. Just a little recap for anybody who's joining us.
And once stores are open again, some of the vintage stuff you can find at thrift stores.
Yeah.
You know, like this one's like a vintage scarf, and you know, like it, yeah. I mean, they're doing a really good job of making new stuff that looks vintagey these days.
But the African prints you do in San Diego particularly, you do need to go online to purchase.
Yes.
These I purchased online. Okay.
Right.
So
right. I mean, if you live in a community that has a big like African population, like immigrants from Africa, you might be able to find some fabric.
Gray store, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I folded it kind of in half to find the center of my scarf fabric. Okay. And again, I'm going to place it on the.
Oh, so you're finding the center in the long way center, right? You said
yes, long way. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're basically going to do this the same way we did it earlier, but we're going to do it with a different fabric, and you're going to see it has a slightly different outcome. So we're going to tie it up in a bow.
Oh, question for people, if I mean I don't have very long hair, but if people have longer hair, like should they be like putting it up in a pony or something to get it out of the way? I think
so. Yeah, okay. I think you put it up in some type of a little bun. I don't have that problem, but there you go. Or you know, I wouldn't put it. Some people will put it back here. I wouldn't put it back here because you want this part nice and smooth. So I would put it up a little bit higher.
Okay.
Yeah, your hair has gotten longer since before all this started. So has mine. Yeah. It's still not long, but it's long, relatively speaking. So then again, I've got it all tied up here. And so, yeah, that's okay. You've got a lot of fabric here. Don't worry. We're going to take care of that in a moment.
Okay, so I'm going to try to tie this thing.
Yeah, you're going to try to tie it. So the fabric's a lot thicker. You got a lot more to play with. You're going to get a strong silhouette. Yeah. So you're already getting a stronger silhouette. On these, of course, you're going to want the fabric a little bit right over the ear.
Okay.
Like this. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. So this is great. So I'm not going to worry too much about this. So this little accessory here, I'm just going to pull it up here. I'm not going to worry too much about it. So the difference here, you notice how now the whole head is covered.
Oh yeah.
So in our other ones are, you know, you still had hair coming out, but here the whole head is covered. Yeah, just bring it and tuck it in, please. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of leave it there right now.
Yeah, that's perfect because we'll fix that. And guys, we're going to do the same thing we did a little bit earlier. I am going to take the top one here. Now here, what I am going to do is I'm going to fold the fabric. So I'm going to fold the fabric like this right here. Okay, so that I can get a little bit more manageable.
Does it matter if which side is up or down, the fold
well,
or the...
well, the thing is you don't want to twist it. See, I want to keep it, I already have it coming out of that knot, so I kind of want to keep it there as smooth. There we go.
Okay.
That's perfect, Lisa. Yeah. And then we're going to do that little fold we did a little bit. And then we're going to fold the other fabric. And these things, guys, take a little bit of practice. But what else you got to do? Is your schedule fully booked with doing my bows And then we're going to wrap it around like we did with.
I hear this is a strong qualification on resumes these days. I know how to tie hair bows.
Yeah, nice, beautiful wraps. And so we're trying to do that wrap again here.
Okay, wait. So I got to come around.
Yes, come around.
Oh boy.
And I'll show you guys what to do with that excess fabric there. Yeah. So Lise, I think you made that first one a little too long. There you go.
Okay,
and
so
then,
pull this one in.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then when you're wrapping around, kind of make it snug.
Okay.
Make the wrap a little snugger, like, yeah, there you go. And now you'll have some fabric.
Still has to go through my knot, right?
Yeah, it still has to go through your knot. Perfect.
It's kind of funky using your computer screen as a mirror.
It is. We're not used to that. We're not used to that. Okay. So here you go. You have all this fabric here, but I just want to, again, I pull out the ends because I keep trying to tie that bow, that knot in the center till it feels comfortable. There, feeling that a little bit, keep adjusting. It's very much a kind of, you get the feeling, the knack of it. It's not a science. There's some principles. Okay, so before we finish the bow thing, see how I have all this extra fabric here? You got a couple of options. You can tuck it into the knot area right here. You can tuck it into the knot area here, or you can slip it underneath your forehead right there. So you have a couple ways you can manage that little extra. And I usually go with what feels okay to me at the moment, whether I do it into the knot or whether at least is slipping it underneath, so you can do it there. Is it a lot, Lise? Maybe you want to try it into the knot. Is it too much?
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it's a bit too much. Sometimes when it's just a small little piece, you slip it into.
So if we're tying it into the knot, like as in slip it in from one of the sides?
Yeah, from one of the sides.
Nice.
There you go. Perfect.
Oof. Getting a good lat workout
here. Right. That's what I'm saying. Have your nice Starbucks next to you. Take a sip. Let the arms rest.
Okay.
All right. So now I've got that little extra there. And now I'm going to try to form. I'm coming into that bow part and I am going to fan it out. So I'm fanning it out to create a little shape. That's looking good. Yeah, I know. And then the fabric on the top, I stick it in there. My top fabric. Yeah, I stick it in there, form the shape. And the same thing we do on this side here, right? I'm forming that fan. I stick the fabric in there. And then I work on that shape. So this woven cotton is a little bit more shapeable. And it really gives it for a beautiful, dramatic silhouette that I love.
This kind of cotton, are these sometimes even like waxed, or when you get them?
I think so. There's an exact name for this type of fabric. And honestly, at this moment, it escapes me. But we will put it in our description because it is a particular fabric that you buy online, or scarf that's already hemmed and finished. But some of it does have a little bit of a waxy feel. It's a nice stiff fabric because it's intended to hold these different shapes. And Lisa's almost done with hers. Yeah,
I'm getting there.
You're doing great, Lise. You're doing great. That really looks beautiful. And so that's so wonderful. So nice about that, because it's a little bit stiffer, I'm able to kind of mold it a little bit, kind of leave it in place. And many times I don't even need to pin it because it's a stiffer fabric. And so it just kind of keeps its fabric. And it keeps its shape, I should say. And what's so nice about this fabric or these prints is you notice how just beautiful they come out in placement of the different areas. So it's super fun. You put on some beautiful earrings. I mean, when you wear a piece like this, you don't really need much more. Maybe a little bit of lipstick and you're good to go. So this is beautiful. Again, if you really want to add even more drama, like at Costco, so they can ask you where are you going? Um, you can add, a flower. Now, a smaller flower, sometimes I do this. This is a little bit too big because it's taking over the bow, but sometimes I get a smaller flower and I put it right in the center of that knot for a little drama, little dramatic accent. I would not use this flower because it's a little bit too big in relation to the proportion of the size of my bows. Yeah. Yeah, that's a smaller size, Lise. That could work a lot better. So that there you have it. Yeah. Yeah. So again, and you just adjust it. You might need to put little clips or pins to the side here if you need that, to kind of hold it in place. So when we dance, when we perform, we do have to add quite a few clips because we're moving our head around, we're getting our groove, we're getting funky, and so our head is doing different things. So it needs to be on a little bit more secure than maybe if we're just wearing it for day use. So again, depending on how it feels. The nice thing about it, it's already covered the whole entire head because there was so much more fabric involved. And that'll be the same for, I just wanted to show you the different prints and how absolutely stunning they are. I'm going to show you, I'm going to come back to this fabric. Yeah, we both have, this is actually our performance wrap that we use so that all the girls are coordinated, and we love this print. So I actually purchased this fabric and had it finished for us for our performances. I want to show you next, and please comment if you have any questions.
Oh, and Sigrun is watching with somebody that I know watching from Norway.
Ah,
Hi, Sigrun.
hi there. Hi from Norway. So I'm going to talk a little bit about a different type of wrap. So I've showed you how to get this beautiful African tribal bow. Um, you can enjoy it. I wear it all the time. It's a beautiful accent. But I want to show you there are other types of wraps. And so we're going to take this off, even though it took a while for us to get it on there. And oh, but you know what some of our girls do? I want to show you that's so funny.
This.
They slip it off. They slip it off right from here, and they just save it like that for the next show, and then they put it back on.
You saw how long that took to create. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna slip it off and then put it on and flip the crap out of it.
I am just going to do that. Okay. Now we're going to go back to these kinds of scarves. So these are meant to be like, wraps. You wrap yourself around, or you do a nice dramatic tie here in this way. You see that, you can wear it like that. There are so many, speaking of neckwear, there are just fascinating ways to tie scarves around your neck. I find that so fascinating. If that was my thing, I'd be all over it. But my thing is in the hair, so I spend most of my time working on that. So I'm going to show you a different type of wrap. It's kind of, I like it a lot. It's elegant. I usually start with a very base bandana. So I think I'm going to start with this base bandana here. I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to put it on my head like the simple kerchief, just wrapping it around here to start right here. Okay. So, and, again, just wear it however you like, hair back, bangs out, whatever works for you. And then I just tie it. So start with a shorter one, Lise. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Start with a shorter one, because we're going to use this to create some wrapping.
Hang on. Exciting. I've got a short. Here's a shorter one.
Yeah, so a short one that you can just tie.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Great color. Love that. Yeah, so I do when I'm able to, when we can go back, I do love going to thrift stores or vintage stores and looking at scarves, and some patterns, some fabrics are just absolutely exquisite, and love looking at them and purchasing them to wear. So again, if it has this little tag here, if you just joined us, I snip it off with my scissors. Okay, just careful you don't put a hole in there, but snip it off. All right. So here I'm just going, what I want to do here, sorry. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring from behind, I'm going to bring it kind of into a cross. I don't think you've done this one yet, Lise, right? This is going to be
This
fun
does
for
not
you.
sound familiar.
Huh?
No, this does not sound familiar. So
Yeah, we've not gotten that far with our other dancers. And so I'm doing kind of a situation here. Yeah, one way. Then yeah, and then make sure it's nice and tight. So let
okay.
me show you again. Let me show you again. So I have it. So I have it coming up from behind, like we did, and from underneath,
Mm-hmm.
I bring it across, and I
Okay.
make it nice and snug, and I just let it float towards the back. So I have it nice and snug there.
Okay.
And then I take the other one from underneath and I cross it, and almost dropped my camera there, my computer, and have it snug behind there. So I've crisscrossed the ends. And so
Okay.
now yeah. So now I have all this fabric here, and you can see it's kind of moved into like a tube,
Yes. Swirl.
like a swirl. Yes, like a swirl. And then what I try to do is work a different shape across here. There we go.
Uh,
You see how
More the
fun that
kind of
is?
turban.
So this is, yeah, this is a beaut, but there, notice how I have a lot of height there. Can you see that, Lise?
Yes.
I have a lot of height there. And then I just take in that last little piece and tuck it in. And that's what I have.
Oh, this one reminds me of the, no, I don't know the name of the painting, but the girl with the pearl, that
Yes,
classic
yes, yes, very
painting.
much. So you notice this was actually very quick. The trick, notice again, what I find very helpful is to have a wrap underneath again so that it has a very nice texture and layered look to it. And again, this is not a bow, but it's absolutely a full silhouette. So the important thing here, Lisa, again, get that over your ear so
Oh,
that it,
okay,
right?
the under one,
Huh?
the
Yeah, both,
underneath
yeah,
one.
both of them. Mm-hmm.
Both of them. Okay.
Yeah, both of them. And that way it gives it a nice, I usually, when I do this look, I usually don't add a flower to it. It's so dramatic, very chic. But you know what I might do? And see if I can find something to show you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a lot of fun sharing with you guys our fun little head wrapping tricks and little tips. So what I do is I'll have like maybe a pretty little clip, that
Oh,
has
yeah,
some like a
that's
little,
nice.
yeah. And so it's a little bit, and I make sure, I tuck everything in. Make sure I tuck everything in.
Mm-hmm. Doing the green one this time. It's a little
Okay.
better shape.
Okay. Well, the feel of the fabric probably, yeah. Nice job. Make sure that it lays flat when it, Oh, I see. Yeah, you want it all to flow back. All there you go. There you go.
Okay.
And then you start trying to mold it into like an interesting shape, the fabric. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah, like that. And then you're just kind of layering it and wrapping it around. That feels good. And then tuck that in. That is fabulous. So I learned a lot of this wrapping stuff back east. Back east, we have a lot of people from Trinidad, from all different areas of the Caribbean, from Nigeria. I've met people back east. So see how nice that is. So that blue, see
Yeah.
how pretty. So, and then again, like sometimes I just add a really nice little fancy little clip wherever I feel like I need to secure it a little bit, or maybe keep both bandanas together. Yeah. And look how lovely that. So that's I like that. I love the silhouette of it. I like it that it's nice and high. And that takes just a little bit of practice. It's just getting those crisscrossing there. And then I'm always double checking that I have everything nicely snugged in. And you just make small adjustments, and it just feels very, very lovely. Feels very elegant, huh?
Yeah.
It does. This particular style feels, the bows to me are super fun, very sassy. This type of wrap just feels very elegant, very chic. I like it too. I do like using a light fabric. So for example, if you can see, this one is a cotton finish. Can you guys see how a little bit how sheer it is a little bit? I don't know if you can
Yeah.
tell on the camera, but it's a cotton and it's a little sheer. You see this type of scarf everywhere, Macy's, Forever 21. You don't have to buy these online. Well, at this point you do, but um, when we can go shopping, you'll find those anywhere. And I like those because by the time I wrap it around, it doesn't feel too heavy. I would probably not do that with very heavy fabric, because by the time you get this beautiful silhouette, you might feel like it's a little too heavy. So using a fabric that's kind of a cotton, soft, kind of lightweight, even though it looks like it's a lot of fabric, it just sits on your head very comfortably, and
Yeah,
it
this is, I mean, this looks like a lot, but it's super light.
right. So that's the idea with that. Now I have even gone, I'll show you, I have even sometimes gone where I feel very inspired and I will fold up another piece.
Oh, oh
I fold up
my.
another piece, and notice what I'm doing here. I'm crisscrossing it up to the top here into a little knot,
Mm.
and then look, see, there's just, hold on, and then yeah, kind of, it can be a small, it can be a bigger piece of fabric. I probably go with a smaller one, hun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's pretty good because that's a little bit long. This one was a little bit too much, but Lise has like a perfect size. It's kind of a little bit more narrow. And if she wanted to, she can take it to give it an accent and then wrap it and tuck it in. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have one with me as that. Yours is perfectly, because it's kind of more long and,
Yeah.
and not as wide. Right. That is perfect. And then you want to uh, tug that all in. I love that. That's actually,
Oh, yeah. Sarah's on.
yeah, that is, yeah. So it would just take a little
Okay.
time
Yeah.
to tuck it in.
Do
You,
some tucks and things.
right. Yeah. So when I add, so usually a little guiding point is that when you're going to add, like say you have this beautiful silhouette going for you, when you want to add, you want the other scarf to be smaller, you know,
Oh, okay.
or thinner. So there's less to deal with. So let's pretend this is like a little bit smaller. So you know what I mean? Something a little bit smaller because I want to create, you know, more impact. And it's just a smaller, thinner that I can then just tuck in. You know, usually that's the rule of thumb. You don't want to
But
go
you don't want to add
with
a bunch more bulk,
no,
basically.
no, no. So you don't want to, you know, you already have your beautiful silhouette. You don't necessarily want to grab the same size and try to add to that. You actually want to go, you know, I didn't bring one to show you guys, but just kind of like a little bit thinner, like that yellow one. Didn't you have a yellow one with you?
Yes, yes, yes.
It was
Like
kind of
this.
like, yeah, to show, yeah, something like that, that usually people wear as a neck scarf,
Yeah.
or
They
like
could
a little
right
belt
in the
type.
head, one of these,
Yes. So
right?
that one, right, right. So that one would be perfect. Yeah. So see how that's just a perfect amount of fabric. You can add it where you feel you want to, and then, yeah, tuck it in. Yeah. The idea is to play and have fun. That's the idea, you know, and be comfortable and wear it with confidence. Everything we do, everything we wear, if we wear it with confidence, people are very nice and they'll comment and they'll say, oh, that's a great style, even if maybe they wouldn't do it. But I think the key thing is to be bold.
Right. Look
Be
at the English pull off amazing hats all the time,
all
right?
the time. Right, right. And you know, you may be going, oh, I don't think I could ever get away with that. Yes, you can. You can get away with anything, honestly, that you would like to wear if you do it with confidence. Yeah, Lisi, that's kind of the idea, you know, and that stuff you would just, you know, play with. So those are like another beautiful silhouette. I'm going to show you then a couple of, if you're looking at this and you are having your Starbucks or your tea or your coffee and you're going, that's lovely, girls, but I am not going to be doing all that. Even during the quarantine, I'm not going to be doing all that. That's okay. We have some other alternatives to get this sort of dramatic look. Another way, I'm going to show you one more trick, and then Lisa and I are going to show you the easy way, right, Lisa?
Yes, yes. We
Okay.
do, we do. We've saved the best for last, the easy
Yes,
way.
we saved the best for last. Absolutely. So what if we're going to take these off for a moment. Okay. All right. And what I want you to just know is that any fabric can work. You see how thin this one is? It's super fun. Again, these can all be used. Yeah, these all can be used, you know, to create. So here, you know, if you wanted to just do a bow, a simple bow, you know, you can fix it. You could do the same idea, but notice how much shorter this one is, right? It doesn't cover the head. Lisa's doing it with even a silky fabric. I mean, there's just so many fun ways you can play with your scarves. You know, sometimes I just wrap mine up like this. Look, a couple times. I'm going to show you, and voila. See how I bomb there, and then look, see how I wrap that around twice, and see the edges. So I don't have a puffy bow,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, those are cute.
I just have, and I can lay them down. See, I can just lay it down. Look, I can just lay it down, tuck it in. I'm going to show you. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I get my little hair thing here. Lisa does these beautiful little kind of soft flower or knot in the top of hers when she comes to rehearsal sometimes.
And then if my hair is being really curly on a given day, like sometimes I'll just pin the curls
Yeah, yeah, to it. So you
to it.
see how I did mine right here. See?
Oh, yeah, nice.
So you notice how it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. There are some guiding principles, and have fun. And it's just so fun to play around with scarves. So you notice this one was a very narrow cotton. This matches one of my bloomers. So, you know, I wear this one a lot. But you notice how I wrapped it around twice. So let me show you real quick. Again, this is where we're showing you now some of the super fast ways. So basically, I took it the same way from the nape up, right? And then I wrapped it around again, and I'm doing this super fast. I probably would, you know, open up so my top of my print would show more. I'll do that right now so you guys get the benefit of that. So then I just wrap it around because it's super long. You know, I go and do it super long here. And then when I get up here, I just do a knot. I just do a knot and I just kind of figure out my little fabric here. I kind of shape it. I shape it. I lay it down, but you notice they're not perfect. You know, they're not, put my little clip on. Okay. And I have one like kind of laying down, particularly if it's a fun print. Is it like, you know, this has the little giraffes. And if I had a small little flower, can't believe I didn't bring a small flower to this occasion. So again, if I have a small little flower,
If you had this little flower, you could
yes, see that little yeah. So if I had that little flower, I would probably pop it right here, you know, and have like this sort of nice little light cascade thing. And you see how quick that was. So you have, you know, a bit more dramatic things that take a little more time, things you may go, oh, okay, I'm not ready for that. You can start with something like this, a very simple way to go about it, which basically you wrap it around your head 2 times, or the way Lisa's doing it right there. Boy, my hair is getting a workout. All right. So before we really show you simple, I'm going to show you some very funky little tricky stuff. So they have scarves or head wraps that are like tubes. Okay. These are fabulous. So please don't do this at home without supervision. No. So long tubes, but notice how, I don't know if you can tell, see, that's the front. See how it's kind of the wrap right
got
here?
the little twist like sewn
Yeah,
into it.
that is the top. And here's the seam. That's the back. So,
Ooh.
so you see how this already has that little idea of the crisscross that we did earlier with the scarves. So this one is one long tube that then the idea is you begin to, this is kind of, this fabric, this is also something you have to buy online. This is basically a, like a jersey knit. And I'm doing this very fast. Sometimes I take a little more time with my wraps because I want to make sure I'm not somewhere and they fall down. But you see, can you guys see that?
Yeah, nice.
So again, I just created a little bit of that other silhouette with this particular kind of tube scarf. And it is something you buy online. You can't pick these up at Target, or unless this becomes the trend, right? Every time something's a trend, we'll see them at the department stores. But again, this is one long tube, and there's so many other things I could show you with these that you could do, but that's a simple way. So you find the end that would be the accent for the front of you, and then you just start kind of a swirl like a baker, right? The buttercream. Watch all these baking shows and I don't even bake. But I love the creativity. I love the creativity. I think it's amazing. I'm so enamored with all that creativity and the dedication, because some of this baking stuff takes for hours. Like, what, 8 hours later you're not done? That's amazing. All right, so that is a very fun, that's a very specific type of scarf. And I'll look for it online, and that way we can at least can post that in case you're interested in playing with that. But who loves LuLaRoe?
Ah, yes.
Okay, so here's a very fun thing to do. This is called the Cassie in LuLaRoe. And for those of you who are fans of the brand, super comfortable clothes, right? Stretchy, soft. You could sleep in it. The leggings, right? This is called the Cassie, which is kind of a pencil. It's I don't know if you can see. It's kind of a pencil skirt. Kind of a straight skirt, but it's very roomy. You know, very elastic, so it's not like uncomfortable pencil skirt. Um, for my work, I usually don't wear these because I can't dance in them, and I only have clothes that I dance in. But they're so comfortable that I've purchased a few, and well, they've been sitting there for a while, and I don't go anywhere. Now I really don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere where I can use them, and one day hit me, I can use them for a head wrap, and that's why I want to show you this cute little trick. So there's the LuLaRoe tag, right back here. All right, so that's going to be to the back. Okay, but what I am going to do is I'm going to place the waist of the skirt right here. Now I have a lot of fabric left over, right? Because that's kind of stretchy part. And I'm going to just twist it a little bit. Okay? And I'm going to hold it in place.
Look at that. It's magic.
I can hold it in place here. And what I normally do is I have my little, that's why I don't like bobby pins as much as I like these little clips from Target, Walmart, wherever, CVS. And I'm doing this really fast because I just want to show you. Hold on, I'm making sure that the inside of the skirt is not seen. And I'm just shaping that, trying to get it under here. But the main thing I'm trying to do is back here, all that excessive, I'm really wanting to make sure I got it clipped so it's close to my head. And then I try to shape that top. And I'm not doing a very good job because it's kind of hard to do without the mirror. Isn't that funny? And then I do a tuck in. And this honestly, many times I have done is with, you know, I will pin a flower there, but that is a skirt.
Wow.
And it's super, and you can see it's super light, super pretty, hard to believe, but it's one of those LuLaRoe skirts that are very comfortable and very elastic. What I have done with my LuLaRoes, because you know the waist is a little bit bigger than the head, I do take one of those smaller scarves, and I do a little bit of a wrap like this, and I'll show you.
Just to like help secure it.
That then really, see, no, so that really then, can you guys see that a little better?
Yeah.
That really then holds it right in, and you have this multiple of layers of colors. So when you, and sometimes a LuLaRoe, you'll find them at the thrift stores for, you know, $5 because the print is no longer popular or what the case is. Grab them. Grab them. Even if it's not your size, grab them. Because you can definitely, so now that I figured, I have like 4 of these skirts because I love the print, but then I ended up not being able to wear them. I didn't need them. Now that I can use them as now I'm on the lookout. I can use them for head wraps. So again, that's a tip. There's a lot of things you can use as a head wrap and nobody would know the difference. So that's a really nice way to do that. one of the questions that I have been asked before is, how do I, if I don't have a lot of hair, my wrap just lays flat. How do I make my wrap not lay flat? So some people don't like the still. What I mean by that is some ladies and some people, you know, that wear wraps, both men and women wear wraps, don't like that flatness. They say they don't like the way that looks. Okay. And they really don't want to add a whole ton of fabric, you know, on their head. Well, I was just telling Lisa this morning, if you have a handy dandy little clip, you can kind of clip your hair up here like so. And I really don't have that much hair. So I am like building a little bun up there. And this might not be, because this one is dark. Let me try one, my little bit more of a darker one. So if you put on like a clip, like a claw up there of some sort, or the way Lisa's wearing hers, and you take your fabric. Okay, do you guys see where this is going? Do you guys see? And I haven't even done any more layering. Isn't that neat, Lise? So, and then I can fix that. So I'm going to turn sideways. I can fix this right here. Okay. I can fix that right there. And voila. You know, so I can create some height there for a silhouette that maybe you feel you like better. So Lisa's over there. Yeah. So that's a super easy way too.
I can't even figure out where to pull on all these little.
Yeah. So I like the way Lisa's playing with the fringe. She's using it to make little knots right there, and it kind of ends up almost looking like a little flower. Yeah.
I don't know. I might just leave this fringe
Yeah,
alone.
you might just leave it there. So, you know, working with fringe, don't be afraid. I mean, you can do lots of different things with it. But the nice thing, as you can see, right, Lise, this gave it a silhouette right away. So without doing so this is the easy solution to that beautiful higher silhouette without all the layering. So when you're watching the replay of this, if you progressively go towards the end, it's going to get a little easier and easier because you're getting tired and tired. So this is an easy way to create a little bit of that higher silhouette just by laying it over, coming from underneath and tying it up. And that's all we did. And that's another fun way if you don't want to do all the layering. So you have so many options. So I guess what are we trying to say? There is no excuses to play around with your scarves.
Right.
So that's super easy. And then another easy one we want to show you. So I feel like what is it? What is it? Bam Bam and Pebbles.
Oh yes.
Okay, so that's that little claw. That's the little claws. This one just happened to have flowers on the outside, but it's really the claws there, or like a scrunchie if you have longer hair. I don't have longer hair. Now, they have these kind. So they're like the satin hoods. Now, these are used for different purposes. Everybody, there's lots of people that use it to bring moisture to their hair, keep their hair in place when they sleep, or you can wear them out. So again, this is like, almost looks like a shower cap. I know. Before you laugh, before you start laughing at me, dance, clown, dance. Notice what I'm doing. Now, isn't that cute? Now it's getting easier and easier, huh, Lise?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was pretty simple. Just on, wrap, tie.
Buy it and put it on.
Yeah.
Wrap the ties around and you are done, right? So again, this comes in many beautiful prints. This is something you do need to buy online. It's a beautiful, beautiful cap. So these are caps, and these are used for different things. You know, some women use it to keep moisture in their hair, to keep their hair in place, like their curls and stuff like that. Um, I had a friend who used to put her rollers, like she was trying to curl her hair, but she needed to run errands, so she would put this cap on, tied up, nobody even knew. And then later when she come home, she'd take it off and had her hair in curls for an event or something she was going to. And I got the idea from her and I just wear it. So, because I have no hair. So there you go. So there's lots of ways you can wear it. So again, super easy. These are caps. You can find those also online. And it comes with it attached. But if you find a cap that has a satin, like this is a satin, you can see the shiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the inside is also satin. So, but if you see one that does not have this attached, don't be afraid. If you love the pattern, if you fell in love with the color, get it. And then you could use one of your narrow little
Scarf thingies. Yeah.
scarf things to wrap it around to kind of camouflage the little. My husband said I look like Chef Boyardee, but what does he know? Doesn't know anything about style. I said, yeah, you do you, boo boo. I'm good. I like my Chef Boyardee hat. So that's what these are. So that's just again super super easy. And now I think for our grand finale, huh? I think I've covered everything.
I think so.
Okay, so
It's
for our grand
definitely the
finale,
absolute cheat of all cheats.
if you are finishing this and you have finished your coffee and you have been entertained by us for the last hour, I think it's about an hour that you've been entertained, you go, love it. You girls are so cute. You guys are so much fun, but I won't be doing that. But if you want to come and join us for our party, or you need to do something about your hair, here's our final solution. Ready? Ready?
Pre-made.
Pre-made. You're good to go. And you're good to go. Yes.
Yeah.
So this,
they sell these too.
This is the ultimate. And these come in different colors.
Oh yeah.
And we will put the link of where I have gotten these from. These are some of the most comfortable turbans. And it's got a little loop here.
Yeah.
And I can add a little flower if I want. And look at that. Look at me go. So we did that entire session to tell you.
That's right. You can just buy one of these.
You can buy one of these and you are good to go. This is from Turbans and Stuff. It's a great online small company. And I have tried different lines, but I think Lise can agree with me. These are so soft and light, huh?
Oh yeah, this hardly feels like you have anything on whatsoever.
Like I could actually sleep in these. These are so comfortable. So we'll definitely post that link there in case you're interested. But yeah, so you see, you can get them in the solid colors. You can get them in very fun prints. You can add a flower if you want. That style is the bow style. This is the turban style. But what I love about it is the beautiful silhouette.
It is nice, yeah.
It is very nice. So you see all those different little, you can definitely, like if you had a brooch, I'm pretending like this is a brooch, right? What do you think, Lise?
Oh yeah.
So if you had like a really pretty brooch, you could put your brooch right there if you wanted to. And again, if you can't get your hair done or did. See, look, I got that glittery one. Oh, that looks pretty with the blue. Yeah, that looks very pretty. I have a lot of those small flowers, but I did not come prepared with the small flowers. I came prepared with all the big flowers, but we have a combination. So those little flowers nestled in. So I don't know about you guys, but this was super fun to share with you how to get some head wraps in your hair. So you see she's done a pretty cascade there to the side. That looks absolutely fantastic, Lise.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should do with your washing machine guy that way. Go, can I? And he's go, where are you going? Right here.
To inspect my washing machine, of course.
So if you found this interesting, please, let us know if there's something that you want to try to turn into a head wrap, like a t-shirt or something like that. Let us know. We'll do another how-to little video, Facebook Live to show you that, because I do that too. So I just don't want to overwhelm you. I think I gave you more than enough to play with, and resort. Just get
more than enough to come try on something for our party tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's what we want to make sure you guys can, because then we didn't want to hear people going, oh, I just didn't know what to do or how to do it. Well, we gave you a few ideas to play with, but if you really get into it during this time, there's lots of t-shirts are fantastic because they're nice and soft, and they're also pretty fun to play with. Also, if you want to learn how to place flowers into your hair, kind of the way Lisa's doing it, nestling them in, there's a little bit of a technique to that, to just getting that to look the way you might feel looks really lovely, and not just like a flower growing out of the side of your neck. Because it's all about placement. It's all about placement.
Like a 50s thing, didn't they do like scarves with like something on the side?
Yeah.
Was that the 50s, or when was that?
It was
Some era.
Yeah, yeah. But it's all pretty. It's all pretty. I love it all. I love it all. So, I could talk about this stuff forever, ever, ever, ever. Never a dull moment. And I love don't be afraid. Mix your patterns, mix your colors. And Lise, you want to remind them about our event tomorrow and how they can participate?
Yeah, we'll put all the links in this video as well, but flavorcompany.com/online is where you sign up for the codes to join us for any of our live stream dance events. And we've got quite a few every week. We've got about 9 or 10 every week, I think, going on. But specifically on Friday nights is our dance party. And that is starting a little mini lesson at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then the dance party starts at 7 p.m. Pacific. This week's theme, since we've started doing themes, is African soca, African inspired music. So that's how this whole head wrap thing came about.
The most important thing is we're celebrating Lisa's birthday. So if you just want to get those codes in to be part of the party, and just be entertained. So if you are not feeling up to moving or dancing, or maybe you just dance a little bit, sit out and enjoy the rest of the festivities, please join us. We are here for you. And we would love to, the more people that come on to celebrate Lise, the better. And that's how we're going to celebrate her birthday.
That's right.
Favorite genres.
Yes, one of my favorite genres to dance. So that's that I got to choose for this week.
You got to choose the theme. So that's what we're all doing. So you got to make sure to bring your water.
Yes. It's a very, very aerobic dance form. You're going to be tired. But it's fun.
Don't. And you don't have to do it that aerobic. You can take a break. Yeah. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You just join us. It's going to be super fun. So I think that's it for us today. I think we've done a lot.
I think so. And I think my house is either starting to fall down around me. Thanks for putting up with all the pounding noise, everybody.
Thank you so much, guys. We're giving you lots of love and prayers for everybody out there. And this may seem like we're being very fluffy and light, and but we know it's really hard out there, and we're just trying to bring just a little sunshine in for the day. but we are praying for everybody. We're grateful for all the people that are helping all of us get through this. There's so many. I mean, what we're realizing is that I think almost everybody is essential. Anybody that's offering a service, everybody that has a skill set is an essential person to how our whole world works. And so,
Yeah.
very grateful to all of you that are still functioning and making those things happen. And so, we just wanted to bring a little bit of lightness for the moment. We have not forgotten, and that is why we're doing this, to
Yeah.
just keep our spirits up and staying very positive. We'll be
Yes.
a-okay. So air hugs to everybody.
Yeah.
Yay. And we hope we get to see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Till our next time. Lise, you're awesome.
Thank
So
you. So are you.
now you got to decide what headdress you're going to wear for your birthday.
I know. I'm going to have to think about it.
Because you have so many choices.
I do. I got all these choices, all these colors.
And those are just the ones you brought for the demo.
I know. I actually have more of these than I realized.
And so Spencer's still with us. Don't forget, Spencer, Lisa and I are up for some cocktails and walking you through the Zoom thing all together. That's so right. That we can work on some more headdress wraps. One of my favorite topics.
Dancers like more after dancing than dressing up to dance.
That's what we're missing, and that's why we have the theme shows, the theme dance parties. Anyway, a great Thursday, and we hope to see you super soon.
Yeah. Bye.